Okay, this will be an app building out like a work service thing, so you post a job for a plumber and the plumber can respond. Though you can easily change the values to anything you want to do, so social media. You're posting a comment, it's pretty much just getting words or images from the database and putting them on the screen, as you know. So this app will teach you how to build any sort of app, not just a work services app. Okay, welcome to the lesson. So in this lesson, you're going to have to download Visual Studio Code. So download for Mac, and sure you can download for Windows. Yep, here you go. And then also Node.js, we'll download that one. This one's the current, this one's more stable, so this one's fine for what we're doing. And then next step, go to Firebase. Just go Google Firebase, sign up for an account. Then go add project, we'll call this work services. So it's basically where people can post jobs and then people can respond to jobs. That's the thing I'm going for here. Continue, select an account, default account. Start the recording a bit, so after that's all loaded, come into functions, get started, copy this here, just this, not the $, continue, finish. Then you want to come into the terminal. I've already done this, so I'll show you sort of what to do. Change directory, don't do this, change directory. So you'll be here, which is basically instead of clicking on your desktop, you're doing it through this. So list services, then we go cd desktop, so that will bring us onto the desktop. List services again. I've already made this functions folder, but you want to go mk directory like that, press enter, make that folder. So I'll just change into it now, cd, we're in there. So now we want to, I have to go back here to get this again. But you want to, I got an error, so if you get an error just doing this, go sudo, press, and then press enter. I'll shift the password, I've already done this, so I'll just clear this. Whoop. Okay, so now we're going to go Firebase init. I think it was ask to log in. Log in. Yes. So we have to log in now. Okay, so once you've logged in, come back. Now Firebase init. Okay, so you want to go database, yes. File store, yes. Functions, hosting, storage, everything except emulators. Use the existing project. Should be loading. Work services. Database rules. Just press enter. So that's to go back into here. Cloud Firestore. Create all these. Go your closest region. Mine's, I think, Australia, Southeast. I'll come back after this is loaded. Okay, so I've came back in. I've gone Firebase init again, so just go through the steps after you've done that. Firebase setup is press enter, enter, enter to get here. What file should you use? File store indices. Press enter again. JavaScript, we want that. ESLint, no. Install dependencies, yes. I'll come back after this loads. What do you want to use? The public directory? Let's press enter. Single page, yep, enter. Enter. Okay, so that's all complete. Go open your project in Visual Studio Code, and if you want a free stock, link in the description below for a free stock on stake, and we're back. Okay, so what we want to do here, I'll zoom in a bit for you guys. Come to here, I'm going to download these certain ones. I'll re-download this one, so ES 7, and then what else we want? Prettier. Code formatter, install that one. This makes it look good. And we want bracket pair colorizer. Install that one. And that's it for that one. Okay, now you also want to go to Postman. Download this. Postman just lets us test out functions and stuff like that. It'll make more sense in a second as we go through it. Actually haven't downloaded my new computer, so I'll download it now. Should go back to the code. Whoops. Command Shift P. Go Firebase deploy again. Should give us an endpoint now. Spelled it wrong. While I wait for this, I'll go into the database. So go to our project, work services, Cloud Firestore database. I'm going to start a collection. Call this one job posts. Auto ID. Then we got job title. Electrician needed. Job description. Broken lights. Can someone fix it? Timestamp. Today's date is the 21st August. Do that one. Call that created at. And that should be it. Why can't we save it? I don't know. Not letting us save for some reason. Oh, we have to click Auto ID. Thought it was a timestamp. Sorry for the confusion. So we'll do that, and now we're going to make a function to fetch this. So I'm going to write out this code, and then I'll come back and just explain what I've done. Now, so first thing I want to do is const admin equals require firebase.admin. That's the admin SDK. So just imagine this require is import. So you're basically importing this here. Then to use this, you have to go admin.initialize app. You don't have to put anything in here because our project already knows that this is our project related to Firebase. Okay, so next thing, first function, we can get rid of this. Don't worry about this just now. Okay, so I've wrote the function twice. You can copy this all out now, make it a bit bigger for you, and then I'll explain it up the top. So pause now if you want to do it. It's actually the same as this without all the comments. So request and response arguments, we can name these however we want, so we can put request long like that. So we're sending out a request and we'll get back a response. Next thing, we go admin.firestore.collection jobpost.get. So what this does, it comes into here, goes into here, gets all these documents here from job post. So it's the collection, and then it's all the documents. Gets the promise. So where are we? So that returns all those, and then we go .then with the data that we got back, which is, if we had multiple job posts in there, we'll get those all back, but in this case it's just one. So then we'll make this empty array here to append this data to in a second. So we get the data, in this case will just be the one job post in our database, and then we'll append, I know append from Swift coding, but push means adding the documents to this empty array here. Sorry, doc.data, this is actually a function that gets the data from inside the document. So that's appended here to the job post, and then after this is done, after the for loop is complete, so it's gone through and got all our documents, we'll return that as a JSON with all the job posts. And then we got to catch any errors, so if nothing works out here, we'll console log the error. So then what you want to do down here is get this Firebase deploy only functions, which I put up here. Let's press enter, and then you'll get this here. Copy this. I've got to go find Postman. Okay, sorry, I just had to download Postman on the new computer. So once you're in Postman, come up here, click on this, make sure it's a GET request, paste that thing that we just got back in the terminal, body, raw, click send, and this should deliver back the job post from our database. So you see that's going to be the exact same as in here. And if we add another job post in, we're going to have a return there as well. So basically that's just go in the database, get the data, and bring it back, and then we can later display this in our app. So most of the first lessons are going to be doing this Postman thing. We'll be posting to the database through the functions and then returning them, and then later on we're going to build out the app and make the request through the app, which in the end makes it much more efficient doing it this way than running all the functions through your app, which is why we're doing it this way. Okay, so that concludes this lesson. If you want the source code, there'll be a link in the description below for GitHub, and if you want some free stocks with Webull, click the link in the description below, and we'll be back in the next lesson, most likely posting to the database through our functions, and then you'll see how we can post and return from the database through the Node.js functions.